Hello and welcome back to the channel. Of course,
Hi
I'm your
guys.
host Spivey,
And
and
it's Des also, here again for another awesome adventure. No? I thought it was great. He doesn't get my humor. Hopefully you guys
I
will,
I
so.
think the drink has
Yeah.
been kicking her butt.
I mean, also liquor's the thing, and I write it gracefully, so.
Considering our topics, yeah,
I
okay,
feel like that was only appropriate for the
right.
topic of discussion.
Mm.
So here we go. All right.
So,
What's our topic?
all right. So right now we are talking about dating exes.
Okay. Like other
Okay.
people dating our exes.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes. Or if you want to go back and redate an ex, do you ever go backwards and redate an ex?
I don't ever date exes again. I might fuck exes again, but I don't date them. Like, I've been lucky enough to not be broken up with yet. I always break up with people.
Mm-hmm.
So like most of my exes I'm still like cordial with, but
You're the
usually if I
heartbreaker.
revisit exes, it's like for a fucking purpose, and we're both down for that because like being butthurt is over with or whatever. But I've never like dated or like an ex before. Like been like, oh, we're in a relationship again. Like no, we're just like having sex. So you know.
I had one ex. What a T. In the
Next.
past, right? One ex in my past.
Mm.
We broke up. She was leaving, like, to go back to another country, and
Driving
that
long
was
distance, that shit is crazy.
yeah,
But
that was. Well, we broke up technically just before that, a little
okay.
bit before that, due to unfortunate situation.
Mm.
But for the most part, we were really separated due to her leaving the country.
Okay.
And then we reconnected again a few years ago.
Did you date though, or were
We
you
did
just
not
like?
officially
Okay.
date. We did everything except give a title.
That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
feel like that's what most people do.
Like I mean, I even pretty much stayed with her for a little bit. Like,
Okay.
and then for a job, she moved
In
to
my
another part of the country.
experience, like I don't mean to like put negative context on people who redate exes, but for most people who redate exes, it's like somebody that they're like either digmatized by or that they like or pussymatized. That's not a thing, but we'll make it one. Like pussy whipped. I'm sorry.
There you go. I
It's
was
either
going to say pussy
whipped or
whip.
digmatized by, or it's just like you guys like are like well, you were so like ridiculously in love with this individual that all the shittiness that they went through, like you kind of put to the side because you just like it's like the amount of like bullshit they put you through just doesn't amount to the amount of love that you have for that person. That's for the most part what I've experienced with people who do like date exes.
Okay.
People who just have sex with exes, like you guys know why you ended it. You're cool with why you ended it, but you still have that sexual attraction, and you're not trying to meet new people because that shit honestly is a lot of work. So you're just like, cool, we're like comfortable with each other enough, so like we can fuck with each other because like we trust each other enough to like have that type of like, like responsibility without having to worry about, oh, does this person have like STDs or oh, is this person relationship or X, Y, and Z, and like you just have that comfort with level with them to where you don't have to worry about that shit in between.
Gotcha.
In my experience, anyway. But
So
what
let's
are we
give
talking
you.
about exactly? So.
Well, let's give you a scenario here.
Okay.
So let's say
Mhm.
a friend comes, and mind you, I've kind of brushed this on a different video,
Okay.
but this is another perspective.
Mhm.
So let's say one of your friends, the two that you just pulled up,
Okay.
okay, one of them comes up to you
Mhm.
and is like, "Hey, I got a new guy," and you're like, "Oh, okay, who's your new guy?"
Yeah.
And they be like, "Des the man," and you be like, "Des the man, my old Des the man," and you
This is me.
like
Okay.
that's only Des the man around here,
Mm.
and they're like, "Yeah." Are you upset?
I might feel some sort of way, but if they
Why?
weren't like, were they aware that I was with this person beforehand?
Does it matter?
Yes.
Okay, so
If they
let's go with both. Let's go
Okay.
with yes. They're aware that you used to date Des
So
the
if
man.
you're aware that I fuck with somebody before you start fucking with them, I would at least ask you to ask permission because I just feel like that's like girl code, guy code, all code. If you
So
consider yourself my friend and you know that I fuck with someone and I felt some type of way or had some type of feelings invested in that previous relationship, just ask me. Because if it's someone that I don't give a shit, then I'll be like, okay, do you, whatever, I really don't care.
wait,
If it's, go
wait,
ahead.
pause. So flaw on what you just said.
Okay.
So let's say that It's somebody that you was just dogging out. Like, it's a guy that
Okay.
you didn't care two shits about.
Yeah.
You was just dealing whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And that friend knows it. Because while you were doing your
Cool.
dirt, they're the person you
They're the one
told.
I told, yeah.
Right. But then they ended up meeting them. And they're like, oh, you're a really good guy. You great for me.
Mm-hmm.
So they still should have came to
Why
you.
would I give a shit?
That's what I'm saying. Should
No,
they have come
so what
to
I'm
you?
saying is, do I have... I'm not saying did they have feelings for me. I'm saying did I have feelings invested in them?
Right. You did
if
not.
It's someone that I don't like...
You didn't care.
For just call it a spade a spade. If it's something I don't give a shit about, then I don't care. Like, if it's somebody that I just know I was playing with and I really don't have any, like, emotional ties to or investment in, and it's like, this is just a nigga I'm fucking for the time being. I know they want more, but I don't give a shit because I just want the dick, so you're going to give me dick and you're not going to give me, or I'm not going to let you have anything else. At that point, I don't give a shit because I don't care about that person. Is that fucked up? Kind of. Maybe. Who cares? That's just my reality.
I imagine they care.
So... Again, that's my reality. So if my reality is I don't really care for you too much, I just, like, care for the dick more than you as a person, then, like, I don't care if you fuck them because, like, that doesn't have shit to do with me because I just wanted the nigga for sex. So if you like something more, then I'm happy that that guy got somebody who, like, cherishes you as a being. Do you. If it's someone that I had some type of emotional attachment to, then you're just fucking and sucking them and you didn't tell me, then that's a whole problem. If you do tell me, more than likely I'm going to say no. Or, like, if it's something that I don't know, I'm a pretty logical person. Like, I usually look at things from both perspectives. So, if it's someone that I know for sure I don't care for, I'm just like, oh, you're trying to fuck the same dick I'm fucking, that's, like, my dick. Or if I'm, like, being possessive, more than likely I'll be like, it's cool if you have sex with them. Because I know that I don't like them, like them. I just like what they have to offer me.
So wait, a friend can fuck your fuck buddy because you're not emotionally attached?
If I'm not emotionally attached, then, like, usually I kind of weigh the...
Wait. Do you get emotionally attached to your fuck buddies?
No.
Okay, then. So the friend can fuck your fuck buddy without approaching you?
Yeah. Well, no.
Okay.
I guess maybe I do get attached. I don't know. I would like to... If it's anybody that you know for sure that I was fucking with at one point, I would at least just, like... You know what I mean? Like, the bare minimum, like, just let me know what's going on. But also, if you don't tell me, and it's someone that I know for sure I don't like on that level, then, like, I'm a jealous being, so I will be jealous, but also I know when to keep my jealousy in check. I know whenever, like, me commenting on my jealousy, or, like, as a result of me being jealous is warranted, and when it's just, like, bitch, you in your feelings for no reason. So if it's, like, a scenario where I'm like, okay, girl, you're in your feelings for no reason, I'm not going to say shit, I'm just like, okay, cool. Because I'm not trying to, like, I don't like drama. Like, I don't have time for that shit. So if it's unnecessary drama for shit that I really don't care about whenever I look in the core of myself, then I'm just going to be like, cool, whatever. Like, I might feel some type of way, but also, like, I don't have a reason to feel some type of way, so I'm just going to let you do you.
As long as you know you contradict yourself.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know for sure. I know whenever, again, I know when my jealousy is warranted and whenever it's not. If it's something that I know for sure, like, if it's somebody I was in a relationship with 2 years and you fucking them, then I'll probably be like, bitch, what? But if it's somebody that I just knew, like, for 2 weeks, I was like, oh, this dick is great.
The stomping guy?
And then I, like, moved on to something better. And I, like, moved on to something better.
Yeah, because you're going to tell me if I'm heavy for it or not.
Oh, God. But anyway, if I moved on to something better, then, like, it's, like, one of those things. I don't know. Sometimes I am a little bit jealous, but I know when to keep... I don't know. Like, for most, every woman and dude is jealous as fuck. Or not jealous, I meant to say crazy, to some level. But it's just a matter of how well you keep your crazy in check. I'm pretty good at keeping my crazy in check, is all I'm saying. No, I seriously am, because I'm very lazy. Like, I don't have time to be like, oh, was this nigga cheating on me? Let me go through his phone. For what? That's too much work. You expect me, I have to find you at a point where you're asleep or, like, out of the room, and have to scoop up your phone, have to run to the bathroom, have to figure out what the fuck the code is all the time. Make sure my anxiety's all the time way down so I'm not freaking out. Then have to get in your phone and have to go through text messages, click on that, scroll through all these text messages and figure out, oh, this bitch right here, let me read this whole stream of text messages all the while, trying to make sure I do this while you don't realize that I'm doing it, and then sneak the phone back in the same place. Bitch, who has time for that shit? I don't.
Wait, and this is stuff you do to your exes?
I don't do that shit, period. This is bitches who have told me that they've done that shit.
To, like, the dude that they're fucking on the side, or ex, or...
Like, exes, or, like, people that they are. All I'm saying is, like, that's the process of being a crazy bitch. I'm too lazy. I don't have time for that. I'm not going to sit here and go through your phone, or through your emails, or through whatever the fuck you have going on, try to figure out whether you are or are not fucking with me or not. or fucking with somebody else or not. I don't have time for that. If I feel like you are, and I'll just be like, hey, are you fucking somebody else? And like, yes or no. If I know for sure that you are and you tell me no, I know you're lying, so cool, I'm done with you. It's so much easier for me to just like cut someone off and dismiss them to try to do research and get like proof and history. Let Exhibit A show that like nigga was cheating on me. Like, I don't have time for that. Who the fuck has time for that shit? Not me. I just like crazy girls are too dedicated, and I just don't have that level of dedication. So, but anyway, back to my thing. Like, if I am in a relationship with even if I'm in a relationship with somebody else, or if I'm married to someone else, because that was a question that we got from our particular listener. If I'm married, at that point, again, it's one of those things where I'm like, okay, cool. Like, so I have to just like reanalyze like my level of jealousy. Okay. If I'm married, even though I might be jealous, like I found the nigga I want to spend the rest of my life with, and I'm like, I get bored very easily. So if I literally find somebody who I'm like, damn, I can see myself marrying you, then that means like you're love of my life type shit and dick is on point. So this is someone I can like literally see myself like, because I don't know, I don't like monogamy. Is like weird to me. So just the idea of fucking one person until I die is strange. So if I like tell myself mentally, I could fuck this dude until I'm dead, you know? And that means I have a whole nother level of love for you than I have for any other person. So someone comes to me like, hey, so I want to have sex with your ex. Even though I may feel some sort of jealousy, I'm going to tell you it's cool, because at the same time, I know what I have and I know what I'm cool with. So I just need to let that shit bypass, because at the same, I don't know, it's just me being in my feelings. It's not anything like legitimate or anything that like is a real, I don't know, it's just, it's not a real thing. It's just me being in my feelings. It's like a kid who hates that toy, but when another kid touches it, that's my toy. Bitch, when's the last time you touched that toy? Just be real. You don't care about it. You only care about it because someone else is touching it.
So you use
I know
a bit of rationalism, or rational
yeah, like
thought
I know
behind.
whenever it's like one of those things where I'm like, I just want this because someone else is playing with it, versus like I want this because, you know, like not it's mine, because I don't believe in like owning people. That's not a thing. But like, you know, that we just have that like mutual agreement that we only want to fuck with each other.
Change your question for
Okay.
you. Do you have any female friends who you believe would go and fuck somebody you've been with? Because remember, in a lot of cases, you yourself as well as I.
Yeah, but I'm not like bothered by it.
Okay, but as long as they talk to you first.
Yeah.
You're the gatekeeper of that dick to vagina.
As long as you talk about me,
As long as you talk
I'm
about
sorry, not
me.
me. As long as you talk to me about it, then I really, because most of the people that like. Again, I'm a very open-minded individual, too, as far as, like, sexuality and stuff goes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, if I see that a nigga's fine, like, and you also feel like they're fine, and it's not somebody that I was, like, intimately with and, like, had that level of connection with, I don't give a shit. If it is someone that I had that level of connection with, then I probably may be like, I prefer you don't. But if I'm in a relationship, or if I am, like, married or something, then I wouldn't really care. Because even though I may be jealous, my love for the person that I'm with overshadows the love for, or the lust of the person I was with. That's the key point.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I'll go ahead and go back. If a friend dates my ex, the friend, first and foremost, it would be appreciated if they come and be like, yo, so that it's not weird.
It's just the communication is key.
Yeah,
man.
me and so-and-so started talking, and we, you know, yeah. I can't tell you no, don't do it.
Yeah.
But it is nice if you acknowledge the fact that that's going to be a little bit awkward.
Yeah.
Should we be kicking it one day, or I come over and then the girl I used to dick down is sitting there, just, you know, like she's the lady at your house now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's a little awkward. You know, she walking around in bra and panties when I come
Both
over,
of y'all looking
and we both look. Don't look at me all crazy, bitch. I was there first. I know exactly what's underneath.
I feel you.
The shit that she's doing to you, I taught her how to master that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't turn and look at me all crazy.
Yeah.
It was funny. I dealt with a girl, and then, but we never dated because she was nut job crazy.
Okay.
Then my friend dated her, and I lived with her. Well, we were roommates. So I lived at this time later on.
Your friend was dating her?
At first, we stayed with one of my exes. Okay?
Interesting.
And me and her had one experience that she, right after we finished, she lost, literally like 5 minutes later, she lost her damn mind. Like, it was crazy. Whole nother video. And, so I was like, oh, can't deal with this anymore. That's a done deal. That book is closed. So we ended up becoming roommates at down the road. Okay.
Cool.
And then my friend started dating her. Okay. Now before he started dating, I was like, look, so that we on the same page. In the past, X, Y, Z happened, but that's it. We didn't do a whole shebang, right? But she crazy. I told him the story. He was like, okay, cool. I'm fine with dating her. Cool. Okay. So he starts dating her. So we live together in this new place, and she's walking around, bra and panties, and we both sitting there. She walked past. I look, okay.
I feel like she knew what she doing though.
I mean, that's how she was though. That's how she.
Okay.
She was like a dancer type, you know. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
so
sense.
It's like we both look at each other. Like, yeah, she got it. Like.
Yeah.
But that's about it. When I'm not taking it no further than acknowledging that it's appealing to look at.
Yeah.
But I know I'm not touching it.
See, I'm also one of those people, I guess, like in relationships, also because like I do like dabble in both areas of sexuality or whatever. But like, I don't get offended if I'm like with a guy and he like comments on someone else's body, because usually I'm the first person to point that shit out.
Oh, we got a game called Dibs.
Dibs. Okay,
Dibs.
we'll get
You
into
see?
that in a second.
Yeah. So back to this one.
Yeah.
So now let's jump ahead. So I have a situation where a friend tried to jump on a girl that I was actually dating. It wasn't even an ex. He tried to come at her
Wait, while you were dating her?
while we were dating and tried to
Wow.
encourage her to break up with me.
You're not friends with them anymore, are you?
We are. We're still friends.
That's interesting. I probably would
It's a
not
very
be.
complicated situation the way that
Okay.
went down. I'm giving you the very basic
That's
of
cool.
the basic
I
of
mean,
that.
whatever.
And so that's why me and that person broke up. Essentially, it was over that kind of situation. It was a whole, she was crying tears, and I was like, fuck all that, blah, blah,
You
blah.
just want to go straight to tears when shit ain't going their way. But cool.
Yeah. So
I don't know. Maybe it was authentic. I wasn't there, so.
Well, she told me what happened, and he was sitting there with me and hadn't said shit. So when I finally turned to him after she told the whole story, he's like, whatever she say. That's whatever she says, whatever it is. So,
Okay.
I mean, we fell out for a minute, but
Yeah.
you know, the bond between the three of us is deeper than that.
Okay.
I don't
that's
like
nice,
some
though.
of her choices, and she don't like some of my choices.
Yeah.
But that's reality. Nobody's gonna like 100% way one person does things or not.
I mean, that's agreed upon, though. You
right.
know? So I'm glad that at least you guys were, like, able to, like,
Yeah.
go that threshold. Because I feel like most people kind of hold on to shit.
Yeah.
And, like, it's, like, something that's really minute whenever you look at it, like, in the grand spectrum of things, you know?
Yeah. So that person,
It's nice to have that relationship.
they're not allowed to be around us. Like when she's around,
I feel that's a fair
he's
rule,
not
too.
around.
Yeah. That's
Like,
fair as
period.
fuck.
Yeah. And so that it goes a little further. Now,
Okay.
jumping to the other side of that coin, when you're married, if you marry somebody and it's not to that ex, whatever anybody wants to do with that ex, it has nothing to do
It is
with
kind
you.
of progressed
You are
because
married.
you decided to spend your night. Yeah.
Shut all that shit down. You focus on your wife, your husband, or them if you're poly, you know, or sister wives, husbands, brother husbands, whatever the fuck it is. You focus on your situation where you have matrimony and a obligation.
Well,
Go
then
ahead.
my question is, if you were married, would you expect the same from somewhere else? Like, would you be like, it's fair game, do what you want?
Yeah, fair game. I'm married. I don't got shit to say. Like you could
Well, I'm
talk
sorry,
to my
I guess
child's
it's
mother,
the
who I am
friend
not
who's trying
with.
to talk. If you were that friend, then would you feel some type of way? Like, if someone said, hey, even though I'm married, I still fuck with this particular, or like, I would feel weird about you dating this particular person, would you, like, respect that? Or would you just be like, nigga, you married, so.
I have a child's mother.
Okay.
And as awkward as anything you could possibly imagine in that scenario, should my best friend turn around and say, oh, I'm talking to your child's mother, I might give him an eyebrow and a head turn, but do your thing other than that. Now, if my child come to me and say something wrong, then you already know I'm coming at you face forward. Like, my
Yeah.
child got a problem,
Okay.
we about to handle that. So, but other than that, I don't give a
Alright.
shit. Like, I'm married.
I feel like if I went
am-
to someone who's my friend who is married and they're like, hey, I don't feel comfortable with you talking to this particular person, then I would respect that and just be like, let me leave it alone.
and they're married,
Yeah.
fuck them. How you gonna tell me that I can't find potentially my happiness just because it didn't work out for you doesn't mean it can't work out for me.
I mean, I get that too, but also, like, if you're just uncomfortable with me fucking with someone you previously fucked with, then I kind of, like, am just like, let me respect that and just be like, okay, cool, I'll leave it alone. Unless it's
if
just,
that
like,
person
a
wants to
mad
come back
sexual
to you,
attraction. Because my thing is, for me, lust
it's
is
a bitch.
a real thing. Like, I have very little self-control whenever it comes to me, like, lusting after somebody. Like, if I really just, like, am just into that shit, then, like, my self-control is a lot more, like, meh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lust is a bitch.
So
Like, I can deal with. Lust is just like, oh my god. So.
terrible. So yeah, nah, it's and I have friends that are married, and I try to imagine like anybody. First off, I'm not a fan of talking to somebody my friends have dealt with.
Yeah,
So
I
that
usually
shit's
don't do that
weird
either.
on my end. I
I
don't
agree.
like you used to suck the dick of my homeboy.
Have you ever had someone, I guess, try to talk to you who was previously with one of your friends?
Yes,
While
actually.
we're on that topic.
Let me rephrase. So I didn't know.
Okay.
There was a female who I started smashing with, and 10 years or so later, we find out that my homeboy that I became real close with used to smash her back in high school.
That's a very long time. 10
Yeah.
years later?
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, like, I don't feel like
So-
you can get mad at somebody if it's that far back.
No, he smashed
already
her
had
first
that.
and used to smash her on a routine.
Uh,
But this is back in high school. I didn't meet her till college.
oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But after me and her used to smash is when I met him and we became cool.
Gotcha.
Like when we go out on a mission to go find something to get into for the night, that's who I call. Yo, let's pick me up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how close me and him were. And so we laugh about the shit now.
Mm.
That's the one who does
I
porn
probably
now.
would laugh about somebody that I potentially had, like, because all my friends are super dope and we're all super chill and we kind of have, like, share the same mindset. So it wouldn't be, like, a really weird or crazy or, like, just, like, whoa. Like, especially if it was, like, a 10 years ago thing. We'd be like, bitch, like, do you whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
then,
that happened 10 years ago, you know?
Then
so,
there's a girl who I didn't know at the time, but I met her and we were supposed to kick it. We didn't kick it that first day we were supposed to because she was like, oh, I got a doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
And then when I met her again, we started kicking after that.
Okay.
Come to find out, that first doctor's appointment that she lied about, she was out getting smashed by two of my old friends from back in the day, like 10 years prior.
Simultaneously? To each their own. Do
Shit
do
goes
you.
down. Yeah,
Okay.
we used to, and again, we used to be real savage. So I know exactly what goes down with them.
Jeez, man.
So she was like, oh yeah, I was over there with these guys. I'm like, what the?
I'm kind of
Like,
glad
I know them. Like,
didn't go to college when I was supposed to.
Hey.
Like, I'm doing, like, online college, but, like, I feel like if I had gone to college with, like, the rest of my peers at the time I was supposed to, my God, I would have been turned the fuck out. So I'm, like, I feel like right now I'm going at the pace I should be. I feel like college would have been way too much for me. Because, again, I even, like, the first time I had sex with him, I was already outside of high school.
got you.
So, like, being introduced to sex in the midst of college and how much freedom you have there and shit, nah, bruh, not good for me.
Yeah, but I mean, we'll cut this one a little early because I think we pretty much said all that needs to be said.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah. So
basically, if you ever feel like you want to be in a relationship with somebody that you know, one of your friends or associates or whatever has been previously with, just ask them, because like it may very well be one of those like instances where the person doesn't give a shit because it's not like someone that they just don't care, but just like have the decency to ask that person just like I'm sorry, I said ask, and that like is a pet peeve. To ask that person before you make that move, just out of respect for the individual, especially if you consider them a friend. So that's all I have. What about you?
Again, as I said, if you married, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
And then if you are just dealing with a friend if they are wanting, for whatever reason, to go behind you for your seconds, it's nice if they come talk to you. It can be a bit awkward.
Yes.
As
but
long as
still
y'all
have
are
that
all mature
conversation.
about it,
Yeah.
then cool. It's nice, but it's not mandatory.
Mhm.
Now, if it's like if we're friends and I'm not married, and you be like, oh, I'm gonna go talk to your child's mother, that one
That's
is
a
going to
really
be a
different
whole lot.
conversation.
Yeah, that's a whole nother conversation.
That is a whole nother conversation.
Like,
yeah.
that's my child that you're going to be sitting there in face of. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
So just
yeah.
ask permission, simple. If you have any, I guess, like, additional ideas or, like, opinions, make sure that you share that with us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you yourself have been in these situations, your friends been in a situation, or you have thoughts on it, tell us.
Please, we want to know all this fucking tea. You know
Better
all
yet-
our business. Give us an insight into yours.
But yeah,
That's
if
all
you
we're
got a
asking.
friend who's in or been in one of these situations,
And you want to
wanna
put them here.
Well, I ain't gonna say all that. But
Oh, okay.
if you want to come on the channel, send a message. We'll talk.
Yeah.
But
we'll see.
if your friend is in this situation, they betrayed you or they try to talk to your ex, you know what? Send a link to this video and just drop it in their inbox.
You know what I'm
Put it
saying?
on their wall on Facebook.
Just let them know what's up.
Send them on Twitter, Instagram, whatever. Call them out. Tag them to it.
Hashtag.
I don't mind. And maybe they'll get the hint about how rude or not rude what they did is.
Yeah, we just want to know everyone's opinion. Because,
Yeah.
like, this is an open platform, and we're open people. So share your openness with us. Please and thank you.
Until next time. And we're done here.
All right, man.